He reaches a hand up to intertwine his fingers with yours.
Starlight, you won't lose me.
That tastes like hurt. You burst into the kitchen, footsteps purposeful and heavy. Then you freeze, because standing in the kitchen... Oh! Is a hot boy! Everyone, say thank you, Daddy Seto. Good job, sleepyheads. Hello and welcome back to my channel. I am Sleepybug. If you are returning, I missed you, sleepyhead. And if you are new here, it is nice to meet you, cutie pie. And welcome to the hub of all things oh so cozy, oh so sleepy, and oh so sweet. So, today we are going to be playing a visual novel called He's Just Away. This was created by the lovely Hello Yenny. Be sure to check out her channel if you have not, because she's also very cute, very talented, iconic, never been done before. So I will be gushing about her this entire time, even though she's about to hurt my feelings. So He's Just Away is a sci-fi horror themed Yandere visual novel exploring the caveats and wide-ranged emotions of grieving your hot husband. How do you do that? By stealing your employer's highly classified AI chip and creating an android replica of him. Yeah. Because that's what you do. Because that's what we're supposed to do. I'm excited. You're excited. I'm scared. You're scared. Let's do it. Sleepybug. With Sleepybug. Please select your pronouns. She, her. Alright, let's do it. I'm scared. How do you go on when you lose someone you love? Everyone says that the pain will lessen, that it will gradually fade away, leaving only shallow scars that ache with phantom memories. But for me, letting myself forget feels like a betrayal. This agonizing pain is all the love I have for them, all I have left of them. So if it fades, it means I love them less, right? I'd be letting them fade, and that would be horrible of me. Would it not? Meh. We're making terrible life decisions currently. Your fingers skim the keyboard, deftly typing line after line. You've been working on this for months, barely breaking to eat or sleep. Hell, you've barely spoken to your friends. Maki often video calls to check in, but to be honest, it gets harder and harder to hold conversations. I feel it. Grief is like that. You're tired of seeing her worried and disappointed eyes. You lean back into your chair, rubbing your eyes tiredly before stretching your arms up to elongate your spine. A series of pops sound and you wince. Oh, thing. You never did like the sound of crunching bones. Usually, you tell Seto off for cracking his knuckles. Slumping forward again, your fingers resume ghosting over the keyboard. The soft click-clacking and the hum of your computer are sounds you've long grown accustomed to find comforting in the dead of night. But it's late, even for you. You're tired. And you keep making mistakes in your code, leading you to tediously correct yourself. It's slowing down your progress. But you need this done. You don't think you can last another day without him. It's been so quiet. So cold. You miss him. So much. An hour passes, and you feel the weight of your shoulders gradually lift as you reach the end. Finally, after months of sleepless nights, awful coping habits fueled by caffeine and whatever medication the Ascension Tech psychiatrist prescribed, you'll see him again. Just one more line of code. As you type the last symbols into the interface, you click the buttons to finalize and export. Your screen flashes. Code complete. Initialize. Project. Heaven? The screen flickers with glowing blue buttons. Your hand shakes as you glide the cursor over the yes button. This is it. Just one click, and it'll be like he never left. Blinking, your hand stills. An unpleasant feeling lurches from your gut, piercing into your heart. You shake your head furiously. Denial. Anger. What am I saying? He's just away. That's all. This is temporary. He'll understand. You click the mouse and watch as the loading bar appears. Uploading data to Project Seto. 12%. The lights flicker as you follow the cables, a tangled spaghetti-like mess connecting your computer to a humanoid lying on a metal surgical table. Seto. Your fingers trace the synthetic skin on his face, running down to gently rest where his heart is. The artificial construct pulses softly. You know what would be terrible if, like, you get the recording, like you had, some people like recordings of heartbeats. So, like, if you get, like, a recording of, like, his heartbeat and you put it in there. Ooh, child. Ooh, child. The Nile is a river in Egypt. A metallic imitation of life. But it remains a temporary placeholder for you to spill your endless love into. And you decide that's good enough. For now. 36%. Squinting, you take in the details of the synthetic's face. Long lashes, long silky hair, high cheekbones, and even the scar over his left eye. Everything is as it was. Nothing is different. Not even him being a robot. Because nothing is different. Wow. Maki outdid herself with this synthetic. He looks just like him. 37%. Your heart skips a beat, and for a split second, the motionless android is merely sleeping. Furiously, you shake the lapse of thought loose. This isn't him. The real Seto will be back soon. He's dead. You chuckle softly, eyes flickering to the Polaroid taped to the wall with a cat sticker. I can't wait to see him. He'll probably be rooted out by his android double, but I'll laugh about it. He always finds the positive in any situation. Anxiety washes over you in unforgiving waves. Would Seto really laugh at this, though? Part of you felt like you were betraying his trust. You might have taken it too far this time. It doesn't matter. He's dead. No. He'll understand. We've never been apart this long. He'll understand. You don't know who you're trying to convince. It's been so long, and you miss him so much. Looking at the clock, you frown. You aren't a fan of working till almost 5 a.m. every night. It's late. Seto would have scolded me for this. A soft smile spreads across your lips as you remember those late nights, sneaking into bed quietly after working. Same. Until the wee hours of the morning. And Seto would catch you every time without fail. He would sit up in bed, frowning cutely. His long hair would be rumpled and falling out of his bun.
Starlight.
Oh, he is fine. Let's take a moment to admire the art.
When I tell you this man is so fine. When I tell you this man is scrump-dilly-ishous. He make me want to...
Hello, sailor. Well. Look who's finally decided to show up. He would murmur sleepily, crossing his arms and mustering a tired pretend frown. Hold on, we got this big, we got this nice house. We have this massive, aquarium in the middle of our house. I love that. Anyhow. A sheepish grin and a soft kiss from you were all it took, and his facade would melt away as he gathered you into his arms. The smell of clean laundry and the scent of his jasmine shampoo would calm you down as he kissed your forehead. This is sad. He would always sigh, his breath hot against your temple, whispering how you worked too hard and deserved a break, but also how he loved your passion for your work. And in return, you would always say that you wouldn't be so passionate if it weren't for him. 18 years together, middle school sweethearts. Yet, it would never fail to make him blush. Sleep, he would always say, as he would bury his face into your neck to hide his flushed cheeks. Oh no, he's a cutie pie! Tomorrow's another advent. You slam your hand on the table. I need to focus. You look back at the screen next to the Android. The number has barely changed. Sighing, you turn your attention to your email. The inbox is nothing but copious emails from your superiors back at Ascension Tech. You scan the subject titles one by one. Progress update request. Heaven AI chip. One-on-one meeting request. Hajime Michimiya. Funding discussion. Heaven AI project. Check emails. Oh. Let's check. Progress update. One-on-one request. One-on-ones are usually probably like the biggest priority. Sleepy. I am still waiting to receive an update report on the Heaven project. If typing up a whole new report is too much right now, let's chat over video call and catch up instead. I've sent a meeting request to a free spot in your calendar. Please be present. Regards, Hajime. Alright, Hajime, forget you. Hello, Sleepy. I spoke to the shareholders on the Heaven project this morning, and they requested an update on your research. While they are sympathetic to your loss, it has been a couple of months. Well, wait. They have been patient so far with your request to work in your home lab, but have been concerned with the radio silence from you. Your initial proposal was backed generously to allow you to continue your research into a lifelike AI humanoid creation, your area of expertise, a terrible area of expertise to be in after your husband died. Please do not forget what is at stake here and how hard we fought for this chance. Regards, Hajime. My bad, Hajime. Okay. This is my biggest thing about grief and when someone passes while you're working. And like, this is her husband. Like, this is her husband. Not like all grief takes its own time and its own process, and it can hit you hard, right? So you can't like put it on like a scale of like what grief is worse or not. But like this was her husband, and y'all said, I know you're having a hard time right now. I know you're having a hard time right now, but we need that project. And that's how they be, y'all. If they be like that, you don't want to be there. You don't want to be there. You don't want to be there. Funding discussion. Let's see. Sleepy. Unfortunately, I cannot abate the concerns of all the investors anymore. Some have withdrawn their money as you haven't delivered on several milestones nor updated anyone for a long while. Attached is your new funding budget sheet detailing the changes and suggestions on what to cut back on. Please reach out at your earliest convenience to discuss this. Regards, Hajime. I'm sorry, Hajime. Massaging your temple, you heave a heavy sigh. You know it's not right to ignore Hajime and the investors regarding Project Heaven, especially when their money is what makes this very android lying motionless on the table possible. I'll reply soon. After Seto initializes, I can show them. Then they can see that Heaven is still worth investing in. Anyway, it's late. I should get some sleep. You wake up to a robot in your face. One last time, you're pulled towards the motionless android on the table. Your gaze lingers on the wires connecting to its head. What should you do now? Y'all know. You know the answer I'm going to pick. I know the answer I'm going to pick. We know the answer I'm going to pick. I mean, let's give him a little smooch. Let's see. Let's mess around and find out. You gently press your lips to the synthetic's forehead. The cool touch of the artificial skin contrasts to your warmth. Soon.
I'm sorry. He's dead.
Why is Maki this fine? Hold on. I know I'm distracted. But hello, Maki. I know we're mourning our husband, but you could help us mourn. Sleepy, I'm sorry. They couldn't find him. The wreckage was near unsalvageable. Keep looking. Sleepy. Maki jumps as you slam your hand against the wall. He's not dead. You brace yourself against the wall, clutching your left hand to your chest, fingers gripping your wedding band tight. He's not dead. He wouldn't leave me. Please. He'll be back. Oh, honey. You trudge to yours in Seto's bedroom, shutting the door quietly. The moonlight spills into the room along with the neon brights of the cityscape. That's one of the big reasons you and Seto chose to move here. He always left the lights. Seeing them is just proof of what we've all overcome. Nothing ever gets you down, does it? The bathroom door slips open with a soft hiss, and you start getting ready for bed. You splash some water on your face, the cold droplets running down your neck. You then stare into the mirror, acutely aware of the dark circles framing your eyes. The rest of your skin is even looking a little dull. No doubt a result of all the stress and sleepless nights. Reaching for the drawer, you slide it open and grab a bottle of pills. Tipping 2 out onto your hand, you swallow them both, washing it down with water from the tap in front of you. Ascension Tech's in-house psychiatrist claims these would help you sleep. But to be honest, you haven't felt a single benefit from them at all. You drag yourself to bed, lifting up the covers and sliding in, leaving plenty of room on Seto's side of bed. Baby. You grab your phone, deciding to flick through a couple of videos on social media. Cat video, another cat video, a review of a nearby restaurant. I love those. You sigh and navigate to your messages, tapping once to open the inbox. You have a few voicemails.
Hey, just checking in, as always, you know. Give me a call sometime. I'll take you to that ramen place you like. My treat.
Maki, caring as always. I should Call her soon.
Oh yeah, how are you? I haven't heard from you lately. Hope you're sleeping and eating or whatever. Just call me. Don't be stupid.
Okay, Masato. Don't be rude. Your heart clenches. Masato. Seto's younger brother. Oh. He probably fine too. I mean, oh. He must be having an awful time too with Seto missing. Oh, baby.
I need you to
Oh.
call me when you get this. Or at the very least, check your emails. I hope you're well. I mean that.
I didn't like the little I mean that was put into there. Okay. Alright, we're fine. You wince, making a mental note to check in with Hajime as soon as you can. You drag your thumb scrolling down the screen. Your fingers are shaky as you tap the button. Seto's last words to fill the room.
Hey, Starlight. I'm staying late at the lab today, so, don't wait up, alright? I love you. See you in the morning.
Well, that wasn't nice. Straightening an arm out, you rest your hand on his pillow. It's cold, and your heart clenches painfully. You shake Sato awake, fingers trembling while you attempt to poorly hide your sniffles.
Starlight.
Your beloved husband stirs, rolling over and murmuring a muffled, "What's happening?" As his eyes adjust to the darkness, he realizes that you're not okay at all. Oh, we having a full breakdown. He bots upright, flicking on the lamp and reaching for his glasses on the bedside table. Don't you put no
Hey.
glasses on that man. Okay, you didn't do that. Starlight, what's wrong? Are you hurt? I had that nightmare again. Seto's eyes soften as he lays back down, opening his arms for you to curl up against his chest. I'm sorry for waking you.
Starlight.
I'd only be annoyed if you didn't wake me. But you have work tomorrow. You'll be tired. I should have just... Your protest ends in a muffled as you realize Seto has pressed his lips against yours. He pulls away, grinning triumphantly while you glare at him, trying not to laugh. What is one night of good sleep if tomorrow's reality is finding out my lovely spouse has suffered alone? You humph softly and snuggle in closer, your head resting on his chest as his fingers gently card through your hair. Was it the same nightmare? Yeah, it's always the same.
Hey.
I knew that was coming. The one where you lose me? Don't even say it. Okay. Saying it won't make it real, Starlight. I don't have superpowers, and if I did, I'd manifest something much better than me dying. Mood. You slap his chest playfully, laughing softly as your husband goes into detail about how he would bring his favorite fantasy world to life just for a day. He reaches a hand up to intertwine his fingers with yours.
Starlight. You won't lose me.
That tastes like hurt. You promise? Of course, I'm invincible. Plus, who would get rid of the cockroaches for you and toss them not toss them over the balcony? I can't have you dealing with that on your own. The gods already know that you'd move out first rather than arm yourself with some bug spray. Rude. Shut up. He laughs and kisses your forehead. You smile up at him, basking in his adoring gaze. I do feel a lot better, though. Thank you, Seto. He sighs dramatically. I'd give you a cute nickname like Starlight and I get plain old Seto. You know I'm bad at nicknames. Humor me anyway? He chuckles and moves to brush a strand of hair out of your face. Oh, this isn't going to end good. You think hard, trying to come up with something for your dear husband. You come up with asteroid, atmosphere, Uranus. These are all very good. These are all top tier. Let's do Uranus.
Huh?
Hey, I said I was bad. Why is it butt themed? Because you have a nice ass. This is all I am to you, huh? Just a piece of meat. He pretends to glare, but you can see the corner of his mouth twitch. Yeah. Now bring that asteroid into orbit over here. You gesture for him to crawl on top of you as he stares at you incredulously.
Hey.
Please don't tell me this is how you're going to initiate sex from now on. This is the Captain Star Command. I have sights on a large shuttle about to enter the atmosphere. You squeal as Seto climbs on top of you and puts his hand over your mouth. All right, enough of that. You playfully try to bat him away, but he pins your wrist down to the bed, hovering over you. Yes, sir. Whatever you say, sir. You both fall silent, looking into one another's eyes. The romantic staring contest continues until you break it first, your face flushing as you turn your head to the side. In response, he lowers one hand, using the remaining to grasp both of your wrists tight, still pressing them against the bed. Seto. He grips your chin with the other hand and makes you look at him. You shut your eyes.
Starlight.
Thank you for sparing me and not voicing that. Anyway. Hey, Starlight, look at me. You keep your eyes shut, embarrassed. Please? Slowly, you peek. Your face burns incredibly hot. He stares at you in reverence.
Fuck. I love you.
Well, didn't get away from that one. And then he crashes his lips into yours. Your fingers claw into the pillow as tears threaten to spill. Where did you go? You said you wouldn't leave me. The swelling loneliness of your heart is painful, filling your chest up so fast that it feels like you're drowning. And then it spills. You sob into the blankets, chest heaving as the sinking feelings grows. As you cry, the neon lights of the cityscape continue to shine. Cars continue to drive the streets below. Friends continue stumbling home after a late night out. Your eyes close, and life as you know it goes on, without him by your side. Woo, ciao.
You don't have to cry anymore. I'm back.
Is anyone else scared and nervous? I'm scared and nervous. Okay. All right. You sit up, hand flying to cover your mouth. Your chest hurts as your breathing is strained. Your pulse is pounding in your ears as you rub your face furiously, wiping the remnants of tear streaks off your face. Again, that dream. They need to find him soon. I can't keep dreaming of this. I barely get any sleep these days. Slumping back into bed, you cover your eyes with the back of your hand. You attempt to even out your heavy breaths, but you know it's a poor attempt. The sunlight streaming through the window is warm and bright. You use the remote to shut the blinds. Staring despondently at the ceiling, you move to try and reach for your phone. Huh? Dread grips your spine as you instinctively hear sounds coming from the kitchen. Is someone visiting? Maki, maybe? Maki's never done this, though. She would have called. Anxiety settles in your stomach like cold sludge. There's no way you can stay here. So you quietly shift the covers off and slowly place your feet on the floor. You grasp your phone, considering calling someone for help just in case. This is how you know that grief is such an intense emotion that it clouds your everything. But like, you notice like that she, like when your survival overtakes everything, now that her survival has taken over everything, she kind of it switches off. So she's like, she doesn't even think, oh, maybe Seto is home. She doesn't think that. She's like, somebody broke in because he's dead, and she knows he's not alive because she knows he's not alive. So it can't be him coming back home. Grief is wild. Anywho, but you don't know who you can call anymore. Despite your best effort, your footsteps feel heavy. You press the panel on the side, and your bedroom door slides open with a hiss, making you wince. You don't want to alert the potential intruder. As you pad into the hallway, getting closer to the kitchen, you start to hear a voice humming a soft tune. Who is that? The surging panic in your chest goes haywire as you rack your brain for whom it may be. No one would visit me, so who? Then you remember the android Seto, lying on your table, vulnerable, revealed. What if someone's here to take him? You burst into the kitchen, footsteps purposeful and heavy. Then you freeze, because standing in the kitchen... Oh! Is a hot boy. Oh, he is fine. Beautiful. Making you bacon and eggs. Thank you, Daddy. Everyone, say thank you, Daddy Seto. Good job, sleepyheads. With the same smile on his face as always, hair tied into a high ponytail, using his favorite spatula and humming his favorite tune like it's an ordinary day, is your husband.
Hello, Moonlight.
Hello, fine man. You stare in disbelief, unmoving, frozen. You've dreamt of this moment, but now that it's happening, you find yourself paralyzed. Unable to say a word as tears well in your eyes, Seto frowns and sets down the spatula. He Seto down the spatula. He returns to you, his expression layering with concern as he looks over your face. Moonlight, are you alright? His hand finds its way to your forehead, checking to see if you're unwell. Something he always did. Oh, goodness. But his hand feels off, smoother, different. You're not Seto? Seto cocks his head to the side, a familiar gesture of confusion. He withdraws back, but only enough to take both of your hands with his instead.
Oh.
Okay. Of course I'm your Seto.
Is that not what you named me?
Oh. Facts. The android. The surge of disappointment nearly takes you off your feet. You sway a little. The android's hands on yours is the only force keeping you upright. Seto continues to look at you, the frown deepening between his brows. Moonlight, did you work late again? We're gonna give evil Seto a evil voice. Since there's two, we're gonna give him an evil voice. Moonlight, did you work too late again? You grit your teeth and shake your head. Of course, it's the android. You just thought it's your husband because... Wait, how did you awaken? I didn't initialize you. You didn't need to, Moonlight. I just opened my eyes and found my way to you. I needed to check on you last night. I heard you crying. He murmurs worriedly, his hand stroking your cheek. It's not the same. What did you expect, Girly Pop? You're not used to how his touch feels. But that's not possible. You're confused, brows furrowing. Something isn't right. Androids should not be able to initialize their final awakening by themselves. Well, even with advanced AI chips, the creator always has to perform the final authorization, which also allows for the placement of shackling parameters. Maybe the Heaven AI is different. After all, I developed it so we could create something lifelike. Your focus returns as Seto tilts your head up.
Oh, moonlight.
Doesn't matter. I'm here now. Those eyes. Those same bright eyes that crinkle as he smiles. I'm right here. A gentle smile spreads across his lips, his eyes looking at you with adoration and possessiveness. Oh. What you trying to get into? No kiss for your husband. He strokes your hair gently and you flinch, reflectively taking a step back. Seto's eyes widen in surprise. His hand retracts and falls back to his side. His face slides into careful neutrality. You fold your arms across your chest, unable to withstand the familiarity of his gaze. Why do I feel so guilty? Let's make one thing clear. You're not the real Seto. You're your own person. Neither of these are true, because we definitely planned him and programmed him to be Seto, and now he's gonna be Seto, and he's a robot. I wish he was his own person. Let's give him a name. Wow, this is gonna be sad. Okay. You're your own person. You're too kind, but I am made to keep you happy. I don't need to be my own person. I'm yours. You need to stop smiling at me like that. The words sound good, but sit unpleasantly in your ears. It makes your stomach churn. You shake your head, guilt sinking into the pit of your stomach. What am I doing? He's newly awakened. We haven't even run diagnostics yet. I'm sorry, Seto. I can still call him Seto, right? You didn't do anything wrong. I did everything wrong. Seto smiles placatingly. He hasn't done anything wrong. Yet. It's quite alright. I'm sorry I startled you. I assume you don't get androids who awaken by themselves very often? You shake your head. Try never. Awakening is a delicate procedure. It is meant to be the final step before the realization for an AI. It consists of several intricate steps to ensure that the artificial brain, heart, nervous systems, and logical processes work. It also allows the creator to place the proper shackling mechanisms on the system. After all, an unshackled AI can be disastrous. A soft chuckle snaps you out of your daydream, and you watch Seto lean over, bending down to your eye level. Don't be rude. Don't be rude. Now. Well, I must be special then. Oh, put your shirt back on. Put your shirt back on. This is not that kind of show, sir. I've never had anyone do something so stupid to win my affections. Around and around you go, trying to catch every single nanobot currently buzzing and darting about like a cacophony of sentient jelly beans. But how can you stay laugh when his very laugh could part the clouds of doubt from your mind, just like that? Well, I must be special then. Hey, oh no, we're going to start getting him confused. Oh God, okay. I suppose you are. You swallow thickly before peering past Seto and towards the stove. He had turned the heat on low before coming to walk to you, so whatever it is in the pot is slowly simmering and smelling really good. You couldn't remember the last time you had a home-cooked meal. These days, it's all about the frozen rations, straight from the Ascension Tech employee supplies, supplement pills, Tetra-packed vegetables and meat. Ugh. Not the best, but it did the job. Seeing your curiosity, Seto turns back to the stove, stirring the pot. I made you some rice porridge with eggs. I made you rice porridge with egg, wonton crisp, and spring onions. Ooh, that sounds so good. That sounds... I want some. Yinny, hand over the recipe, hun. Hand it over. Stop gatekeeping. It's your favorite. You nod slowly. The comforting smell wafts through the kitchen, forcibly dragging memories that you miss dearly in front of your mind. You force them down. He carefully ladles a bowl for you, adding the delicious-looking porridge with a smattering of spring onion oil and a handful of crunchy deep-fried wonton pieces. Oh God, that sounds delicious. Placing the bowl on the table, he pulls the chair out, gesturing for you to sit. Come, Moonlight. It is no use starting the day with an empty stomach. You obey, and he pushes the chair in, bending down to softly kiss your cheek. Ooh. Your face flushes. He chuckles, running his fingers through your hair before his hand settles on the back of your neck. Sir? What you trying to get into? Get your hand off the back of my neck, sir. Why are you blushing? I'm your husband. His fingers softly stroke at your nape. It's a weak spot. Don't do that. Yes and no, you argue within yourself. You did program him with those memories, but this is about to diverge into you kind of going crazier and like believing that he's actually your husband. And also you he's gonna kill you or he's going to off you. Technically yes, but also no. Oh, sorry, sir. Seto's smile remains unchanged, but his eyes take on a frosty demeanor. See? I'm afraid I don't understand. He sits down across from you, crossing one leg over the other while his eyes continue to bore into you. Ooh, he is. Okay. Oh, he's crazy. Oh, he crazy. Staring into you like he knew the reason, as if he could see through you and into your soul. But he just wanted to hear you admit it, wanted you to explain your guilt. It's just that there's Seto and then there's you, Seto 2.0. Oh. You swallow. There's no nice way you can say this. You're...
Placeholder.
You drop your spoon. That's not what I meant.
But that's exactly what you meant.
He's so sassy. He cocks his head, his eyes blank as the lens inside the artificial iris shift.
Don't be scared. Spouses should be honest with each other now.
You nod stiffly. You're right. They should be. His eyes soften. Good. I'm glad you agree. I'm sorry. I feel gaslit. I feel a little gaslit. There's no need. You gave me your honesty. It's all I could ask for. His smile is cold. It doesn't reach his eyes. He reaches over, picks up your dropped spoon, and hands it to you. Now eat up, Moonlight. You'll need all your strength, won't you? You dip your spoon into the steaming congee, bringing up a spoonful to your mouth. You blow on it softly before eating the rice porridge. It tastes exactly how he used to make it. You look down and notice that he even used your favorite spoon and bowl. It just tastes better in that bowl with that spoon. Your laugh sends Seto shaking his head while he ladles steaming congee into your bowl. A soft smile emanates from his widening smile.
Starlight.
I think that is the perfect example of the placebo effect. You puff your cheeks up. Nuh-uh. You stick your tongue out at him and he laughs, setting the bowl in front of you with your spoon. Seto takes a seat across from you with his own bowl.
Hey.
And does my darling spouse have a way to prove her hypothesis? His eyes are amused and full of affection as he teases you. You hold a spoon of your kanji up to his lips, urging him to eat it. Say, "Ah, my darling husband."
Huh?
His cheeks flush. He parts his lips, letting you feed him the kanji. Now swallow. Ooh. We were the top with the other Seto. Seto swallows the kanji, humming. Good boy. His eyes widen and he nearly chokes.
You can't. This early in the morning.
You giggle. But it tasted better, right? You put a spoonful in your mouth, savoring the flavor and the comfort of the warm rice porridge. Seto regains his composure, walking over to your side of the table, to your eye level with a playful smirk on his lips. It did, but... His hand finds its way to the back of your head, pulling you closer. Okay, so I guess I was wrong. We should test more than one variable for the sake of a fair experiment, right? You squeak as he presses his mouth to yours, tongue running along your lips. You gasp, part your lips, allowing his tongue to push inside, pressing against yours as your eyes slide shut. Your fingers grip the front of his shirt as he stands, pulling you with him and holding you close.
Not enough.
You didn't let me finish my food. He growls and pulls you even closer, his arms winding around your shoulders as you continue to kiss fervently. After a couple of minutes, he pulls apart from you, a trail of saliva connecting your lips. We love it. He hums, taking into account your flushed cheeks and wide eyes. You're right. A smirk dances on his lips. I guess it does taste better eating it from something special. Okay, y'all remember when I said that literally 2 minutes ago? It was a lie. It was a lie. I was ill-informed. This is my YouTube apology video. He winks and goes back to his bowl. You stare down at your bowl, willing the memories away. You bring another spoonful to your mouth. Good? Yeah, it's just how I like it. I'm glad. You've had such a tough time. I just want you to be happy. His hand reaches across the table, grabbing the other that isn't occupied by a spoon. He gently strokes your hand as guilt spikes up within you. He's really trying. I should be kinder to him. You smile at him. Thank you, Seto. This is really nice.
Of course, Moonlight. Anything you want.
After you finish breakfast, Seto gathers the dishes and begins washing up. You follow him to the kitchen, hoping to grab yourself a drink before starting the day. He looks just like him. You lean against the counter, watching him. The android busies himself with cleaning, drying the bowls and utensils, wiping down the countertop before placing the leftover porridge into a container to store in the fridge. Even his movements remind you of your husband. Oh no. It's almost frightening when you're so smart and so skilled that you make a really good android, I guess. As you wait for Seto to finish cleaning, the thought of his self-awakening drifts back to your mind. Something like that really shouldn't be possible. I should run diagnostics and check all his systems are properly connected. You think back to his earlier responses to you. Some of it was out of character, outside of the bounds. You need to fine-tune some of his parameters. Make sure his AI is properly shackled. Seto? Could you come with me after you're done? Seto finishes up the last plate, placing it into the drying rack and wiping his hands on a tea towel. Where are we going, Moonlight? You gesture towards the lab. He stares at the door blankly. Why are we going back to where I woke up? The change in his demeanor is so subtle that you almost miss it. His voice is stiff. You can see him eye the door of the lab warily. I'm still a little worried that you may have hurt yourself when you awoke on your own. It's not a thing that I've seen happen. Let me check over you. Seto's brow furrows. He then pats his face and chest and stretches. But I feel fine. His voice is deadpan and uncooperative. He steps closer, smiling gently, cocking his head to the side as he plays with the collar of your shirt. Don't touch me. I don't think we need to do that. In some ways, he's very different from my Seto. I know, but the issue may very well be internal. Please, it'll make me worry less. Can we not do this tomorrow? You know you shouldn't say this, but you can't help but feel as if it'd work. You don't want me to worry, right? His eyes widen, and you immediately feel guilty. Definitely shouldn't have said that. Right, you're right. He sighs and follows you into the lab, his footsteps slow, dragging behind.